Hello everyone and welcome back to CodeChef. Access modifiers help you control who can access what inside a class. They play a major role in data security, encapsulation and clean code design. In this video, we will cover what access modifiers are. What are public access modifiers, private access modifier and protected access modifier. How to use public getter method and how to use public setter methods. By the end of this video, you will understand how to protect your data, expose only what is necessary and design your classes in a professional and structured way, just like real-world applications. So let's get started and take one more step forward, mastering object-oriented programming in C++. Access modifiers. Access modifiers define who can access class members like variables and functions. C++ provides three access modifiers. First is public, second is private, and third is protected. Let's start with public access modifier. Members declared as public can be accessed from anywhere in the program. Public members are usually used for interfaces or functions that users can call. Its syntax is class, class name. So here class is a keyword, so it will be written as it is, and class name is something that is user defined. Then curly brace begin for the class code, public colon. So because we are talking about public access modifier here, so in the syntax we will write public colon. Then we can add data members and member functions to the class by writing data type and variable name semicolon, and for methods we can write return type, then method name, brackets and semicolon, curly brace close for the class and semicolon. So this is one of the most basic form of class which uses public access modifier in C++. Next is private access modifier. Members declared as private cannot be accessed directly outside the class. By default, all class members in C++ are private. Private access modifier protects sensitive data, prevents accidental modification and improves data security. Its syntax is class, then class name, curly brace begin, then private colon, and again under this private we can add whatever private variable and private methods we want to write, for which we can write data type and variable name semicolon. For methods we can write return type, then method name, brackets and semicolon, curly brace close and semicolon. Now let us go to the CodeChef platform and see an example of private access modifier in C++. The program objective is private book details and the expected output is book title colon The Great Gatsby, comma author colon F. Scott Fitzgerald. Coming to the code, hash include iostream using namespace std semicolon, then class book, curly brace begin for the class, private colon string title semicolon string author semicolon. So these are two private variables, then public colon. Now here we have created the constructor. So since the name of the class is book, the name of the constructor will also be book. Now inside this book constructor we have passed two parameters, string book title comma string book author, bracket close. Now curly brace begin for the constructor code, title is equal to book title semicolon, author is equal to book author semicolon, curly brace close for the constructor code. Now here we have a method void display info, then brackets curly brace begin for the method code, cout in double inverted commas book title colon, then value of variable title will be printed again in double inverted commas comma author colon, and then the value of variable author will be printed endl semicolon, bracket close for the method void display info, and then curly brace close for the class code and semicolon. Now coming to the main function, int main brackets curly brace begin for the main function book1. So here we have created an object of the class book, and inside bracket we have given the value of title and author. So in double inverted comma I have written The Great Gatsby, and comma another double inverted commas in which we have written F. Scott Fitzgerald, bracket close and semicolon. And then we are calling the function display info with the help of the object book1, for which we are writing book1 dot display info brackets and semicolon, return 0 semicolon and bracket close for the main function. Now let us run the program to see the output. Book title colon The Great Gatsby, comma author colon F. Scott Fitzgerald. It is exactly similar to the expected output. So this is how we use private access modifier in C++. Protected access modifier. Protected members cannot be accessed outside the class but can be accessed in derived or child classes. Protected is mainly used in inheritance, which we will cover in the future videos. Its syntax is class name, curly brace begin for the class code, then protected keyword with a colon, and then we can add protected variable by writing the data type and variable name with semicolon, and we can also declare protected method by writing the return type, method name, brackets and semicolon, and curly brace closed for the class code and semicolon. Now let us go to the CodeChef platform and see an example of protected access modifier in C++. The program objective is employee management system. Here in user input, if we write 123, then the output will be employee ID colon 123. So we will check this at the end while running the program. For now, let us go to the code. Hash include IOStream using namespace std semicolon class employee curly brace begin for the class, then protected colon. Now we have one data member that is protected, int employee ID semicolon, then public colon, then we have created a constructor which is initializing the value of employee ID variable. So employee, it is a constructor. Now in bracket we have written int ID colon employee ID, and inside this bracket we have passed the value of variable ID, curly brace close for the class code and semicolon. Now here we are creating another class. So class department colon public employee curly brace begin public colon department, then inside bracket int ID bracket close colon employee, then in bracket ID and curly braces. Now we are going to use void show employee ID method to display the value of employee ID. See out in double inverted commas employee ID colon, then the value of variable employee ID will be printed, ENDL and semicolon, bracket close for show employee ID method, bracket close for class department and semicolon. Now we have the main function, int main brackets curly brace begin int ID semicolon, then cin extraction operator ID semicolon. So here we have to give the value of variable ID as user input, and then we are going to create an object of class department in which we are going to pass the value of ID which is provided by the user. Then emp.showEmployeeID, with the help of this class object we have called the method showEmployeeID brackets and semicolon, return 0 semicolon, and the main function ends here. Now in user input we have given the value 123. Now let us run the program, and the output is employee ID colon 123. So one thing that was important to notice in this program is that protected data members can be accessed only in derived class. We declared this variable employee ID in class employee, and we were able to access its value in class department, which inherits class employee. Public getter method. A getter method is a public function that returns the value of a private variable. Since private members cannot be accessed directly, we use getter methods. Getter methods provide read-only access to private data. Its syntax is, so first we'll see how to use getter method to retrieve the value of a private variable. For that, we will first write the data type, then get and variable name, then brackets, const, then curly brace begin. Then we will write return and then the variable name, which will return the value of the private member of the class, which is variable name. Semicolon, bracket close. Now we will access private member via getter method, for which we will write object name dot get variable name, brackets and semicolon. Now let us go to the CodeChef platform to see an example of public getter method in C++. Program objective is my favorite subject. In the output, when we write Shubhi and maths as user input, then the output should be maths is the favorite subject of Shubhi. Coming to the code, hash include iostream using namespace std semicolon, class student curly brace begin, private colon, string name, string favorite subject semicolon, then public colon. Now here we have created constructor for the class student, then in bracket string student name comma string fav subject, bracket close, curly brace begin for the constructor code, name is equal to student name semicolon, favorite subject is equal to fav subject semicolon and bracket close for the constructor code. Then we have another method here, string get favorite subject, brackets and then curly brace begin, return favorite subject semicolon and bracket close. Similarly, string get name, brackets and then curly brace begin for the method, return name semicolon, bracket close for get name method, bracket close for the class code and semicolon. So these are two getter methods that we are using to access the value of private data members, which are name and favorite subject. Then we have the main function, int main brackets curly brace begin, string student name comma favorite subject semicolon, then get line in bracket cin comma student name bracket close semicolon, then get line in bracket cin comma favorite subject bracket close and semicolon. So with the help of these two lines of code, we will take the values of student name and favorite subject variables as user input. Then we are creating an object of the class student. So student in bracket student name comma favorite subject bracket close and semicolon. Cout student dot get favorite subject brackets, then in double inverted commas is the favorite subject of, and then student dot get name brackets endl semicolon, return 0 semicolon and the main function end here. Now here in the user input we have written Shubhi and maths. So here Shubhi will be taken as the value for name and maths will be taken as the value for variable favorite subject. Now let us run the program and see the output. Maths is the favorite subject of Shubhi, which is exactly similar to the expected output. Public setter methods. A public setter method is a public function that sets or updates the value of a private variable. We use setter methods to add validation, prevent invalid data, and control how data is modified. Now let us go to the CodeChef platform and see an example of public setter method in C++. The program objective is product pricing system and expected output is product price colon $199.99. Coming to the code, hash include IOStream using namespace std semicolon, class product curly brace begin for the class, private colon, then double price semicolon. So here we have a private data member, that is price. Then public colon. Now we are using setter method to update the value of variable price. Void set price in bracket double new price bracket close, then curly brace begin, price is equal to new price semicolon curly brace close. Then we have another method to display the current price. Void show price, then brackets curly brace begin, cout in double inverted commas product price colon dollar, and then print the value of variable price endl semicolon curly brace close for show price method, curly brace close for the class and semicolon. Then we have main function, int main brackets then curly brace begin. Now we are creating an object of the class product item semicolon, item is the name of the object. Now with the help of this object we are going to set the price using setter method. Item dot set price in bracket 199.99 bracket close semicolon, then item dot show price brackets and semicolon, return 0 semicolon, and the main function ends here. Now let us run the program to see the output. Product price colon $199.99. So this is how we use setter method to write or update the value of private members. That's it for this video on access modifiers in C++. Today you learned the role of public, private and protected access modifiers, how access control helps in data hiding and security, and how getter and setter methods allow controlled access to class data. These concepts are extremely important when you start building scalable and maintainable projects using C++. Now it's your turn to practice. Head over to CodeChef, try out related problems and apply what you have learned today. Thank you so much for watching.